On 5 News, when will schools in England fully reopen? Also, how we're not all in this together. Hello and welcome to 5 News. I'm Dani Sinha. We're still no clearer about when schools in England could open again. The Prime Minister has refused to commit to a date before Easter as he faces growing pressure to set out his plans. There's concern that children's education and mental health are suffering during lockdown. But Boris Johnson says while schools are a priority, infection rates are too high to relax any rules. Our chief correspondent, Tessa Chapman, reports. It is an unfortunate fact that you can be at increased risk of infections simply because of the work you do. Today, a study confirmed which jobs in England and Wales have come with the highest death rates. Our health correspondent, Catherine. Anyone travelling into the UK could soon have to stay in a so-called quarantine hotel for up to 10 days on arrival. The Prime Minister says the idea, which is already in place in Australia and New Zealand, could help reduce the threat of new variants of COVID. Our political editor, Andy Bell, has more details. Well, the latest daily coronavirus figures have been released by the government this afternoon. Well, another 220,000 people have received their first dose of a COVID vaccine. The total is more than 6.5 million. And there's been good news from one of the vaccine manufacturers, Moderna, which the mother of a 15-year-old boy who was murdered in Birmingham last Thursday has appealed for help in catching his killers. Keon Lincoln was shot and stabbed by a group of youths in broad daylight in Handsworth. Julian Druker reports. Coming up on 5 News, we'll see you after the break. Hello and welcome back. There was some good news and some very bad news for the department store Debenhams today. Its future has been on the line since it went into administration in April. Well, now a deal has been made to secure the Debenhams name and brand, but not its high street stores. Mark McQuillan joins us from the newsroom. And Mark, what more can you tell us? So Mark, what hope is there for Debenhams' 12,000 staff then? Now, it was one of Boris Johnson's first pledges as Prime Minister to level up Britain. It meant tackling huge inequalities between places when it comes to health, wealth, education and social mobility. Well, a new report says that plan has been made harder by COVID, and the longer restrictions go on, the harder it'll get. Catherine Jacob has been to Blackpool to see how difficult it'll be to level up. Frank Lampard has been sacked as manager of Chelsea. And how's this for a way of keeping a concert COVID safe? Finally, it's always worth celebrating the people who do good in these difficult times. One of those people is 72-year-old Wilma Gray from Dumfries and Galloway. Inspired by Captain Tom, she's raising money for NHS Scotland by sleeping rough in a tent in the middle of winter. Alan Jenkins went to meet her. Boy, she's hard. Before we go, Claudia Liza here to tell us what's coming up on 5 News tonight. Hi, Claudia.
Hi, Danny. We're going to have more on that travel quarantine you spoke about a little earlier. One travel expert tells us it could deal yet another blow to the already struggling travel sector. Plus, let's try and get Daisy back with them.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. That's it from us for now. Claire Nazir's got the weather next. I'll see you again soon. Thanks very much for watching. Bye-bye.